Hello, my name is John, and today we'll be reading Obama's Minions Fight Hard to Betray Iranian Freedom Once Again. Lloyd Billingsley on Frontpagemag posted January 3rd, 2018. The left reserves its wrath for President Trump. Lloyd Billingsley is the author of the new crime book, Lethal Injections, and the recently updated Brock 'em Up, a literary investigation. One would hardly know it from the establishment media, but since December, 28 Iranians have been taking it to the streets to protest Iran's weak economy and high food prices. The Islamic regime reacted with violence and at this writing has killed more than 20 protesters. Mousa Ghazanfarabadi, head of the Revolutionary Court, warns the protesters will be charged with Moharebeh, waging war against God, which is punishable by death. The people of Iran are finally acting against the brutal and corrupt Iranian regime, President Trump tweeted. All of the money that President Obama so foolishly gave them went into terrorism and into their pockets. The people have little food, big inflation, and no human rights. The U.S. is watching. Iranians took to the streets in 2009, but Obama did nothing to support them during his 2 terms, essentially gave the oppressive Islamic regime everything it wanted. With the Iranians protesting in greater numbers, the crew of Obama seems inclined to give the Islamic regime a pass and reserve their wrath for President Trump. POTUS 44 claimed he was troubled by violence against the protesters, but it was up to Iranians to make decisions about who Iran's leaders will be. The former president was also wary of the United States being the issue inside of Iran. Philip Gordon, Obama's Assistant Secretary of State and White House Coordinator for the Middle East, said President Trump should keep quiet and do nothing. For Gordon, supporting the 2009 protesters would only have given the regime a pretext to crack down. Trump's support for current protesters certainly will not be helpful, Gordon wrote. Whatever Iranians think of their own government, they are unlikely to want as a voice for their grievance. An American president who has relentlessly opposed economic relief for their country and banned them from traveling to the United States. The Iranian regime itself escapes criticism. Obama National Security Advisor Susan Rice told the world the Benghazi terrorist attack was all about an internet video, with Iranian protesters being slain in the streets. She wants President Trump to be quiet. Ben Rhodes, Oregon's former Deputy National Security Advisor for Strategic Communication, tweeted that the Iranian people are rightfully demanding dignity, less corruption, more opportunity, and greater control over their lives. And look at U.S. Twitter, it seems lost on too many that this is about what the Iranians want for Iran, not about us. Rhodes, it might be recalled, was a key promoter of the Iran deal, an easy sell to reporters. They call us to explain to them what's happening in Moscow and Cairo, he told the New York Times magazine. Their only reporting experience consists of being around political campaigns. They literally know nothing. So they willingly echoed everything Obama said about the Iran deal, the regime's ticket to nuclear weapons. Obama State Department mouthpiece Marie Harf, a faithful Hillary Clinton apologist, also supported the Iran deal. Last April on Fox News, she claimed The Iranians have upheld their part of the bargain, and the Iranian nuclear program was greatly diminished as a result of the deal. On Sunday, with Iranian protesters in the street, Harf explained that the Obama administration didn't support the 2009 protests because we were hearing from Iranians protesting on the streets that your support will not help us. Former National Security Council spokesman Tommy Vietor held off on criticism of Iran's Islamic regime, but did write that Trump loves protesters as long as they're not American. In similar style, Obama's UN ambassador Samantha Power wrote, "We stand with the Iranian people so much that we won't let them come here." In a 2003 piece in the New Republic, Power called for a historical reckoning with crimes committed, sponsored, or permitted by the United States. And she called the United States an empire, another reason Obama tapped her for the UN post. His foreign policy was all about atoning for the sins of the American evil empire. Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State when Iranians protested in 2009. As they take to the streets again, she expressed a hope the Iranian regime would listen to them, but nothing beyond that. Former Secretary of State John Kerry called the protests an Iranian moment and not anyone else's, and so on. In 1979, the Iranian Islamic regime under the Ayatollah Khomeini invaded the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, took more than 60 hostages, and held them for 444 days. The movie Argo showed how 6 were smuggled out with help from Canada. But the embassy invasion was a humiliation for the United States under President Jimmy Carter, a Democrat. The Islamic Republic of Iran still chants death to America and death to Israel. Iran remains a major sponsor of terrorism in the world and deprives the people of the most basic human rights. When Iranians rise up in protest, the regime charges that they are waging war on God and slays them in the street. President of the United States Donald Trump tweets out solidarity with the protesters and calls out the brutal and corrupt Iranian regime. Obama and his posse prefer to go easy on the Iranian regime and target President Trump instead. For all but the willfully blind, the difference should be clear. This video is a production of the School of the White Crane. My name is John Brooker, and you can reach me through commentary on this video or through my Gmail listed here. Please share this video with family and friends and on social media. May God richly bless you.